Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. We have been going for 75 minutes non-stop.
Wow.
That's quite something, Don,
We
isn't
are
it?
fit.
Pardon me,
We are
I
fit.
don't think we're... Look at the state of this. We're not fit. That's it. Nedum was mentioning famous friends before, wasn't he? Jordan Henderson.
He was.
Who's your most famous friend, Don?
I don't know. You dropped Del Piero in, didn't you? Which was quite
A DP.
Yeah, DP, yeah.
Me and ADP. Who would you have as your most famous friend?
Not got too many to drop in there. I'd like to keep it quite casual.
Right.
A few managers, a few coaches, a few ex-players.
Well, we know David Moyes, Frank Lampard.
Exactly.
They're your famous friends.
Yeah. Jodie Morris, don't forget Jodie.
Jodie Morris, exactly.
There's a few.
Yeah.
I'd keep it to myself.
Stevie just hobnobbing with all the celebrities. And
Hobnobbing.
We can't beat Del Piero. I mean, that'll never be beaten.
well, for Don and Stevie, will you boogie woogie all night long? Do you think Scotland can now go on and beat Croatia and get to the round of 16? What's the context of boogie woogie?
Boogie Woogie is a song, I think, by Baccarat.
Right.
And the Scotland players sang that after they qualified.
Okay.
Which has gone sort of quite viral.
Yes.
So, to answer that question, I think they can.
Yeah, and how will you be celebrating tonight?
I'll be having a couple of beers and
Nice.
and
And a boogie woogie? What are you like on the dance floor, Don?
Nah, not amazing.
Right.
Got moves, but not amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you looking at me for?
I've
Like I've got the worm in the bag.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of a worm in the bag, which I'm not going to do.
Yes.
And the windmill, but that was many, many years ago. Do you know what a windmill is?
I don't know.
Spinning on your back?
Good.
Bit of a
I'm glad
breakdance
that's the
move.
answer. Good, excellent. Stevie, I've seen you dance, I'm sure. Occasionally.
I've got a few moves.
Yes, I've seen you dance.
Got the lawnmower and the stuff like that.
You got a lawnmower, Stevie?
Yeah, you know that one, isn't it?
The sprinkler.
That's the sprinkler.
That's the sprinkler.
By the way, I actually remember as a teenager sitting in front of the TV watching Top of the Pops when Yes Sir, I Can Boogie was on.
Wow, there you are.
True.
When was that,
Boogie.
Stevie? Was that black and white?
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, 70s.
Wow. Nedum, people will be blaming Southgate, but not a single attacking player did anything. Should the players get more blame?
I think the players will get some blame. You know, Southgate's obviously going to be criticised because he
Yes.
could make changes
Yeah.
to make it better.
You
but
think the markings, the newspaper marks out of 10, no one's
it's
getting
been a
more than
long
5?
time since anybody that's involved in football checked to see their markings on newspapers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
because
that not a thing?
It's because you've got millions of other people delivering it to you anyway into your inbox.
Right.
So let's be clear, you can sort of gauge what people think
Hold on,
about your
what's this inbox thing?
Sorry,
Inbox.
I meant to
What's
say
an
DMs.
inbox?
I'm talking about DMs, stuff like that.
Yeah,
People
Like a post box.
People like...
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
People like to deliver their
Right.
opinions to you
Through
even
the
when you don't ask for them.
facsimile.
Yeah, the facsimile, that's the exact one, yeah.
Yeah.
Carrier pigeon, stuff like that. But yeah, you know, Southgate could have made changes. He could have set them up in a more attacking manner, so he will be criticised. But, you know, some of the players there, I don't think they were bad. They just didn't do much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They
He's got
drew
to
a
make
game.
sure, Gareth, tomorrow morning, no newspapers at all allowed in the team hotel because the players are going to get battered.
Yes, but
so they're going to have to man up.
as Nedum says, the internet
Yeah.
is there, isn't
Reviews
it?
were already out.
I get that, but players who are not looking at social media,
Right.
if they're looking at newspapers tomorrow morning, they're
Right.
going to get it.
Right, they're not going to be scattered over the breakfast table.
Exactly.
There you go.
Gareth.
Did you check your markings?
Not really. I checked them once when I had an absolute worldie,
Right.
and a journalist who obviously didn't go to the game gave me like a 5, and I went, well, he's not even bothered turning up to the game, so they're pointless.
Was this actually a good result for England? Because now a draw in the last game gets them second and avoids the group of death runner-up. It's all very complicated and convoluted, this kind of draw system with the way that it's working.
England in that group, they get no credit for finishing second.
Right.
There's none. I think they tried to give it 3 years ago when they were saying, you know, maybe if we finish second, we'll play this team over that team. Decide a draw will be easier and so on and so forth. And in the end, it made no difference. The fact of the matter is you want to win every single game throughout a tournament. They've drawn this one. But the fans, you know, they're playing games at home. Fans don't want to see them draw against anyone. They want to see the team go out and dominate and win. So ultimately, like, yeah, a draw might put you in second, but so what? They want to win the game, and the fans want to see it as well.
Stevie, who would win if they were playing on Sunday? England or Italy?
Oh, you got to fancy Italy.
Sure.
Depends where it is.
Well,
I don't even think it depends where it is. Right now, you've got one team who 100% know what they're all about. We know what they're trying to do. Who are as a unit going forward and going backwards together. On the break, the front three The movement's fantastic. They've scored 6 goals. I mean, there's literally no negative whatsoever in this Italy side right now. Now, you talk about England.
But that's why I said it depends where it is, because if England played in Italy, they could be negative and enjoy it.
I wouldn't put a penny on. Listen, if we played it in here,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put a penny on England.
It'd be tight,
Yeah,
wouldn't it? Lights get in the way. How much can a poor Euros hurt Kane's value, Don? As a Spurs supporter, the last few years he doesn't score in big games. Champions League, EFL final versus the Big Six. Does City want to pay $150 million to someone who doesn't put the ball in the net when it matters most? Isn't that what they need? Well, we could mention...
That is a very good question.
Well, it was Golden Boot in the World Cup.
No, I know, it's a very good question. I don't agree with some of the points, but it's a good question because you're looking at Harry Kane and you're looking at a couple of performances where you're thinking, is he a £150 million striker?
Right.
He's passed in his record and his numbers would suggest he is. But you might be seeing a slower Harry Kane that's lost half a yard. That's judging him on 2 games in the Euros, by the way. But the trouble is, if you're Man City and you don't sign Harry Kane and you offer him to, say, Man United, you know he goes to Man United and gives them 30 goals a season. Very tricky.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it, on Kane, considering his form this season?
I'll tell you what, if you're desperate for Harry Kane, you're hoping he has a quiet Euros.
Yeah.
Because they ain't whoever's getting him ain't judging him on what's happening in the Euros.
Buy him on the dips.
Absolutely.
Aside from a late set piece, is there ever a tactical reason for a last-minute substitution? Seems like it's only done for time wasting or to give the other players a chance to catch their breath.
Well, if you're 1-up and you're playing against the Czech Republic, who have got some giants in their team, and you've got a set piece against you with a minute to go, then it might be worth taking off one of your little guys and sticking on a giant if you have one.
Right.
Just for the aerial duel that's going to come.
If you had to choose one, all else being equal, would you play for club or country?
If you had to just choose one,
Yes.
for me, I'd have to say club, essentially, because you end up playing more games. I think for your country, there's always going to be a limit in terms of how many games you will play. And obviously, it's a big honour to represent your country, but
Yeah.
you know, there's prestige in terms of having a 16, 17-year career playing for a club and trying to win league titles and this, that, and the other. Because as far as the international stage goes, it is incredible, and you will always remember that. But you know, some people have great memories of their career, and a lot of it tends to be based around what they've done for their clubs.
Like the gentleman sitting next to you.
He had a decent career, yeah, you could say that.
Club or country, Steve?
Club.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, it's the way it is. You know, the country uses you, and then when they're done with you, see you later. If you get injured or anything like that, they're not particularly interested. That's the truth.
Don?
You'd want to say country, but you can't because...
But you've lived off your one moment. That's been the highlight of your career.
But you'd want to say country, but what you're going to get maximum 100 caps, where you're going to get 500 appearances playing for club.
But that feeling is going to be...
Yeah, I get that.
You talked about the national anthem, getting booed at
no,
Wembley, scoring a
incredible.
goal. You couldn't replicate that at club level.
No, never, unless you're playing in a Champions League final.
Right.
So there's... I get the question, and it's a good one because your heartstrings pull you towards it being country. But then when you go, hang on, how many caps am I actually going to get?
Right.
You know, compared to Premier League appearances.
How many caps did you get for Scotland?
26.
Did you only get 26?
Did you only got a silver medal for that, I'll have you know, Daniel?
What does that mean?
You get a silver medal. It's not rocket science. You get a gold medal if you get 50 caps. When did you get, Stevie?
You get less than you.
Did you? Did you get a silver medal?
I got less than you as well.
Did you get a silver medal?
I don't think so.
So in Scotland, you get a silver medal for 25 and gold for 50.
Right.
So I've got a nice silver medal.
Oh.
We say like it's like not worth anything.
Has anyone reached 100?
Yeah, I think so.
What'd you get for that?
Pat on the back.
Ah, okay, it's decent.
Big Aggies.
And you get in the Hall of Fame,
Right, okay.
Oh.
which is always...
You get if you're over 50, you're not
Kenny,
getting the Hall of Fame.
which King Kenny, I think, has got over 100.
So, Stevie, you're not in the Scottish Hall of Fame?
I am not going to be in the
Five
Scottish Hall of
league
Fame
titles, European Cup.
today, tomorrow, or the following
That's
day.
fantastic.
I think King Kenny's
You are,
got
though,
over
in the
100.
Rhode Island.
I am, however, in the Rhode Island Hall of Fame.
How many
Thank
times
you
have
all.
you been to Rhode Island, Stevie?
Only 4 or 5 times.
I'd have to do my research, but I can only think of King Kenny that's got over 100.
Right.
But I could be wrong.
Stevie, would you push Coke and Heineken to the side to drink water like Ronaldo at his press conference, or would you be willing to sponsor a shepherd's pie brand?
Not a chance. Never did me any harm. Never did me any harm.
No, exactly. Look at you. Pint of Coke night before.
Yeah.
You missed a trick there, Stevie.
Aye. Never did me any harm, sorry.
Like twins, you and Ronaldo.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
I don't think you need me to tell you that water is way better for you than Coke.
Have you ever drank water, Stevie? When was the last time you drank a pint of water?
Last time was on the golf course.
When was that?
3 days ago.
The last time you drank water was 3 days ago.
Oh, no, tell a lie. No, I did yesterday.
There you are.
I had a glass of orange and water when I was dropping my granddaughter off.
Fair play to you.
Yeah.
That's more than
Just
I
a wee
thought.
one, right enough. Not a big one, but...
Good, right, okay. I think that's the strongest ending of the show that we've had. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.